Everybody, thanks for joining me today on Age is Just a Number. Today, we are talking about 9 things you must avoid to build muscle in your 40s and beyond.
Say goodbye to preconceived notions and let's shatter those stereotypes together. Get ready to own your vitality because age, well, that's just a number.
All right, so let's talk about it. You're in your 40s, you're in your 50s, you're in your 60s, you're working out, maybe you're just going back to the gym, you're starting to train again. We're going to go over 9 mistakes to avoid when it comes to training, okay? And number 1, and we have talked about this before, but number 1 is incorrect form. There is nothing you can do to get injured faster than having incorrect form when you do exercises. So the rule of thumb is real simple. If you don't know how to do a certain exercise, ask somebody. You know, at your gym, maybe you can get some coaching there, or maybe you can have some assistance from maybe it's the gym owner or somebody there that he's got there to help you. But make sure you know what you're doing on the exercises that you are doing them with, and make sure when you do them that you're doing them with a weight that you can still do with good form. Okay, I've seen people, and over the years I've been guilty of it, where we start to cheat the form. We start moving around and using other parts of our body instead of the ones that we're really supposed to target. And so, a friend of mine, I tell him when I'm at the gym with him is, remember, this is called weight lifting, not weight throwing. So make sure that you have good form and you're under control. So that's number 1. Okay, number 2, which goes with that a little bit, is not using appropriate load or not using an appropriate weight. What does that mean? Well, there's 2 parts to it. 1, it means make sure that the weight that you're using is challenging enough to initiate your body's response of growth. So for ladies especially, ladies will say, well, I don't want to get big and bulky. I don't want to look like this fitness model or that fitness model. Realistically, that's not going to happen, okay? You and I, for the most part, are not prepared to make the commitments to training, to their nutrition plan and everything else that they have to do. But what you will find out, ladies, is as you put your body under progressive load, you're going to grow muscle, and that muscle is you're going to feel better. It's going to help your metabolism get faster. You're going to get stronger, etc., etc., etc. Now, guys, here's the thing that guys end up doing in this situation is they come back to the gym and they think they're still 20. So they go right to the heavy weights and they start trying to, lift weights that are unrealistic or too hard on their joints. And so guess what happens? You're going to get injured. So you don't have to lift super heavy, but you do need to get your muscles under some strain so that they respond, your body responds by growing. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3 is doing too much hard work for your joints right off of the start. So what do I mean by that? Well, there's plyometric work, there's high intensity interval training, and those things are CrossFit. Those things are valuable. Those things are great for your body, but you may need to ease into those and let your joints kind of catch up with your body. Let your body just get better. And over time, what will happen is your nervous system, your joints, your ligaments, they'll get better and better. They'll get stronger over time. Okay, so give that some time. And I'm a big proponent of high intensity interval training. We talked about it in a previous video that there was a study done where after 4 years of high intensity interval training, they tested the group and they found their hearts were actually physically 20 years younger. So there's great value to it. And I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying when you're starting out or coming back from a layoff, that may not be the time to start full out in it. Okay. All right. Number 4 is not prioritizing nutrition. So nutrition, we know it's about a lifestyle. It's about making a plan that works for you. And here's the other thing about your nutrition plan. Don't guess. Don't think, yeah, I think I sort of am eating okay. Well, maybe I'm not, but don't guess. Get right down to, okay, I'm gonna have a plan for my nutrition. I'm gonna get someone to help me if you don't know what to do yourself, so that you're getting quality protein, regularly, that you're getting quality carbohydrates, quality fats. We get a lot of this now where people are like, oh no, I don't want to consume any fats. No, there's quality fats that we want to consume in things like salmon and avocado. So we want to make sure that we're getting those quality foods and quality calories and everything else. Here's the other thing that goes with nutrition is a mistake to avoid is over supplementation. That's right in the nutrition category, because what can happen is, and I think maybe guys are more inclined to do this, is where you'll start at the gym and be like, okay, I'm at the gym, I'm going to get protein powder. Great. I'm going to start creatine. Great. Those are all great supplements to add, but we don't actually take care of the bigger picture of what about the overall nutrition plan. And you need to know what you're consuming. I think it's important for us to know what it is that we're putting in our bodies, and not guess. And if you kind of work on it with a little bit more detail up front, you'll get a feel for what a proper serving size is for you, for everything that you're consuming. And knowing what we talk about macros on the channel, and that really is about how the calories are split up in what you consume between obviously protein, between carbs, and again, the good fats. So the macros are important. And what you can do is get someone to help you. If you're looking for a coach, you can certainly reach out to us. We don't do coaching here, but I can direct you to some good coaches who know their stuff, who are conscientious about what they're doing. We had Matt on here a few weeks ago. You can probably go back into that video, and his contact information is in there as well. So, but having someone to help you and make sure that you have a nutrition plan that makes sense for you, and also one that you can live with. I think the other extreme is people will say, okay, I'm going to cut my calories right down. Well, that's not going to help your body either. There has to be you need to know what you're doing, number one, and then there has to be some balance in terms of the calories that are being consumed and the quality of those calories. Okay, number 5 of the mistakes to avoid is not making recovery and sleep a priority. We've talked about sleep quite a bit on this channel, so I'm not going to go back over that part of it now, but the older you get, the more recovery is a priority. You're going to need to make sure that you're getting in that quality nutrition and the quality rest for the muscles between workouts of those muscles. So make sure that you're prioritizing your rest and recovery plan. All right, number 6, I love this one. DIYing your program. Hey, I've got a program that a buddy's buddy did once and got some great results, I think. Well, do you know that for sure? And the other thing is, our bodies are uniquely different than everybody else's. So you need to have a plan that works for you, that makes sense for you. Don't just grab a generic template and think, well, I'm going to use this and it's going to work for me. And that plan that you have should be something that you can do consistently, not just that you're going to do it for a while and then you're going to quit, because it's unrealistic. If you don't go to the gym right now, or you're just starting to go back to the gym, 6 days a week is probably not going to be realistic for you. Maybe you start out with 2 or 3 days a week, and that gives you enough time to recover, gives you enough time to have your life also. I mean, I think that's the other thing when we talk about fitness and we talk about the life that we're living in our 40s and 50s and 60s. We want to be able to do other stuff, right? That's why we're doing this, so that we can enjoy these years and enjoy our future, enjoy time with family. So you need to put this plan together and have someone, if necessary, have someone put together this plan so that it works for your life and lifestyle, okay? Okay, number 7, the more is better lifestyle, the more is better mindset. Okay, so more is not better. Sometimes more is just more. Okay. We don't need to go to the gym for hours and hours and hours. You just need to figure out what is it, they call it the minimum effective dose. What's the least I need to do at the gym so that I can go home and my body can grow and I can see some results from this time in the gym. So, we've talked about it a little bit here, but I want to just say it again. The value of a coach is pretty high. I have a coach that I have for, of course, we had Matt on here, like I said, a few weeks ago, and Matt helps me with my nutrition plan. Could I do it myself? Sure, but this way I have somebody who's not me, who's has a sight on the bigger picture of where we're going, and they're also going to give me feedback that I might sugarcoat something if it was just to myself. I think we've all done that, right? Where we give ourselves the benefit of the doubt. Well, I really only meant to eat one piece of cake and I had two. I really only meant to have just a little bit of that and I ended up having more. So it just helps to have somebody else involved with that whole premise of the training, the nutrition. So I just want to encourage you, if you haven't, maybe considering a coach is the way to go, because we all spend money on things and that's fine, but we spend money on things that are important or things that we deem are important. Well, our health is pretty important. You're important, right? You're valuable and important. So, all right. Number 9 is not warming up properly. Again, we're not in our 20s, especially for our joints and our ligaments. And again, the nervous system, to get everything wiring and firing properly, you need to take some time and do a good warm up. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10, maybe 15 minutes, but make sure you take the muscles through, the full range of motion. Make sure you take the joints through the full range of motion. Make sure there's some resistance involved in that, so everything, the blood gets flowing and everything gets warm before you just hop on the bench and off you go bench pressing, right? Used to be I would get on the bench and I would warm up with the bar and then basically go from there. So I'm not, that's probably not a good idea as you age, because we want to make sure that we're not putting ourselves in a position that we get injured, and we want to see the best results while we're there. So let me put that all together with this. Put yourself first. I think that is a little tougher for women especially, but for everybody. Put yourself first. Make yourself a priority so that you're taking this time, whatever time of the day it is for you, but it's for you to get to the gym, to make an investment in your health and fitness. Maybe it's to get out for a bike ride or whatever you're doing, but make that investment in yourself. And as a result, you'll find out that you'll be a better parent or grandparent, a better wife or husband, a better employee or employer, or whatever situation that you're in, by putting the priority on you and your physical health. And you'll find out as you do these things, you're going to have a better mental outlook and your mental health will be better as well. So, these are all things that will help us, and especially such a priority as we age, where we want to age, as we say on this channel, we want to age gracefully. So thank you for joining us today, or joining me today. If you haven't, please take a sec and just subscribe to the channel, like the video. We are putting out regular content. We've got some neat things coming up soon as well. So you want to make sure that you don't miss anything. So just subscribe, and that'll be great. Also, if you want, you can catch us on Spotify or Apple Play or Podbean as well. So you can listen to us where you're driving or wherever you're going. But thanks for joining us. See you next time. Bye.